I swear, I before I even like put this recording on, and I was just like talking out loud, saying like what it is that I was going to say anyways. I was doing perfectly fine, but I have to get comfortable with. They're so loud. I have to get comfortable with introducing myself, or more so reintroducing myself. So I will start off by saying, hello, my name is Demaya. I am your favorite godmother, your favorite self-care specialist. I'm not your typical godmother. I also don't really go over, I'm not going to say typical self-care things. I don't, I like to do a really deep dive into self-care and well-being and, your mental space, your emotional space as a whole. So, when I say I'm not your typical godmother, I really wrap that into one. But today we're going to be speaking on layers, and really, I like to speak on personal experience and from, I can only really speak from my perspective, but one of the many reasons why it has taken me so long to show up in my authentic self is because I have so many layers to myself. Um, and truly, you see people on the internet or people in real life and they have a signature something. And as the years have gone by, I realized my signature is just my essence. It's just who I am. And that's whether if I decide to, change my hair 3 times a week or keep the same hairstyle in. However, um, you just know, as in my personality or my core energy, that is my signature. Like, I had to really understand and get accustomed to like duality, right? And I like to use this as a prime example because just as much as I listen to Lauryn Hill, Erica Badu, Cleo Soul, I'm also listening to, excuse me, I'm also listening to um, Mana Leo, Ken the Man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I, it's the embodiment of just duality and versatility, and still not allowing that to just become just a one-way personality for me. And this also allowed me to just truly, whatever season or moment I'm in, just show up as that. I can remember from, ooh, I can say from middle school, because that's when I was able to start really dressing myself. And I will always, like, I would just dress up. That was just me. Like, people be like, why are you coming to all dressed up? Like, who you looking good for? Me. It never gave. I was dressing up for y'all. Like, it was for me. And I've carried that throughout pretty much still up until this day. I'll get dressed and I may be sitting inside, but that's just me. That's what you can expect from me. Anything else, I wouldn't put any expectations as far as like, oh yeah, I already know like Demaya is going to have her hair like this or whatever. Like I just know she's gonna change her hair within 3 days. That's what people get. Um, so yeah, I think the main thing about me speaking on this topic is understanding that whatever signature, like your signature is your core energy. It's not this persona that you put on for everyone else to see. Um, because then once the door closed, who are you? Who are you when you're alone and when no one's around? I can share a bit of that because, a lot of people will, in which I am, see me as this very bright light and a happy person, or pretty. Now I'm not gonna say happy, but a pretty light person. Like they know they can come to me about anything. And behind closed doors, um, I'm not so quiet, but I can be very quiet, and I can also be very loud. But I'm always like, I always end up finding a peace in that, regardless if I'm happy or I'm not happy, whether I'm quiet or loud. I'm hoping that makes sense. But yeah, I mean, I don't. I just wanted to share that because it was definitely on my heart too. I know there'll be more videos where my face will be shown, but right now I'm okay with showing up like this and putting it out there. This is already, this is me taking that inventory of showing up for myself. Um, because shout out to, oh my goodness, I don't know her whole YouTube name, but her name is Kia. Oh, and I love her. Hold on, let me see if I can find it because I got YouTube pulled up. Um, and she was basically saying like, sometimes she'll go back and she'll delete, her other pictures or videos that doesn't really resonate with her whole thread, but it's the fact that she's able to take inventory of her showing up, regardless of how it looked. Because if she liked it at that moment and she wanted to post it, that's exactly what she did. And then she'll go back at the end of the month and it's like, okay, this doesn't really flow with what I have going on. Um, and she will take it down. But after she said that, it really made me sit and think about it. Like, you know what? I have enough drafts, but not enough inventory. Ooh, hold on. Wait a minute. Ooh, that's the topic right there. Let me write that down. Mm-mm. Not inventory. Damn, I ain't gonna lie, that was good. Okay, let me get her name and then I'm gonna wrap this up. um, come on. Damn. Enough. You got, you got more drafts than girl. Okay, hold on. Now I know I gotta like put that out fast. Well, not fast, but in due time, which will be my next video because it's like now at the forefront of my heart to speak on that because, honey, I got way too many drafts and not enough inventory. Why did I find that song? Mm, let's see. Um, Kia. Oh, I don't want to butcher her last name. Tellesi? But it came from her, and I was like, yeah, this is definitely a check about checking your inventory. So shout out to her. And I think I'm also going to, well, I don't know if this is more, I think it's more sacred for me to know this. So I'm just going to leave it at that. Anyways, yes, if you're still here, thank you for listening and just just know it's not that you're not trending. It's because you have way too many layers to you. But I don't know how else to end this video. So love you. I'll talk to you later.